I was just trying to enjoy my retirement by the lake. You know, coffee at sunrise, birds singing, and a jetty I built with my own two hands 20 years ago. It was peaceful. It was perfect, until she showed up. A woman in a blinding white tracksuit, oversized sunglasses, and enough attitude to power a small country, marched down my private dock, waving a neon-pink violation notice, like it was the Declaration of Independence. "This structure is illegal," she barked. "Ma'am," I thought, "you're standing on more legal ground than your entire HOA charter." She called herself Beverly, president of the Lakewood Hills Homeowners Association, or as I like to call her, the Queen of Unchecked Authority. Behind her were two clipboard-wielding minions wearing HOA badges like they were secret agents. They didn't knock. They didn't call. They just strutted onto my property like it was some kind of reality TV takeover. Beverly pointed dramatically at my dock and declared, "You have 14 days to demolish this eyesore, or we'll bring in our own crew." I blinked twice. "Beverly," I said calmly, "this dock was built before your HOA even existed. It's federally protected." She scoffed. "Doesn't matter. The bylaws are retroactive. Retroactive. As in rewriting history. She might as well have told me they were fining me for breathing without permission. What Beverly didn't know, yet, was that this wasn't just any dock. It was part of a federal conservation project, signed off by the United States Supreme Court. Yes, that Supreme Court. And I was one of the engineers behind the whole thing. So naturally, I smiled. "I have a document in my office signed by the highest court in the land. Want a copy?" She didn't believe me. Of course not. HOA power tends to cause short-term memory loss when it comes to actual law. The next day, they wrapped my dock in orange tape like it was a crime scene and stuck a sign in the ground. "Pending removal by HOA. Do not enter." I tossed it straight in the trash. My dock. My land. Then came the $30,000 invoice for demolition. In the mail. With a little HOA letterhead. Like a dystopian Christmas card. So I did what any old stubborn engineer with a vendetta and an alphabetized filing cabinet would do. I called my lawyer. Then I called my journalist friend, Dave. Dave loves a good David versus Goliath story, especially when David has paperwork from the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, Beverly was escalating like a bad sequel. Trail cameras appeared in the trees. My canoe mysteriously went floating into the reeds. Notes showed up in my mailbox saying, "Do the right thing before it's too late." You know what's funny? That canoe belonged to my late wife. That little act of sabotage nearly broke me. Nearly. But instead, it fired me up. I started documenting everything. Every footprint, every torn sign, every passive-aggressive email. I named the folder Dockageddon. Then one morning, a demolition crew actually showed up. 3 guys in hard hats, ready to dismantle my dock. One of them, let's call him Jake, came to my door waving a clipboard like it was a golden ticket. "We're here to begin Phase 1 of removal," he said. I walked out holding the Supreme Court ruling in a gold frame. "You touch a single bolt, and I'll have you arrested for tampering with federally protected infrastructure." He paused. "Wait, you're serious?" "Dead serious." The crew bailed in under 10 minutes. Probably the smartest move they made all week. But Beverly? Oh, she came storming down the road like a suburban general. "You scared them off!" she shrieked. "No, Beverly," I said. "I saved them from federal charges." She stomped off so hard I thought she'd crack the pavement. Then came the media piece. Dave's headline? Retired engineers dock versus HOA tyranny. It went viral faster than a cat video during election season. Reddit, Facebook groups, even HOA watchdog blogs picked it up. Suddenly, I was the unofficial face of lakefront resistance. That's when things really unraveled for Beverly. She tried to hold a midnight emergency inspection with flashlights and measuring wheels. I caught them on camera and hit them with a trespassing notice. The next day, she posted a paranoid letter to the community board accusing me of spreading unauthorized propaganda. Someone posted it online. It hit Reddit's front page. Comments were brutal. One user wrote, "This lady's trying to take on the Supreme Court with a clipboard and a dream. It would have been funny if it wasn't so completely unhinged." My lawyer sent a cease and desist that could have doubled as a law school textbook. We filed formal complaints with the Department of Natural Resources, the State Attorney General, and every agency that had a stamp. And then came the big one. Beverly, was caught sending her nephew Tim to my property dressed as a fake marine safety inspector. Tim once got drunk at a block party and tried to fist-fight a mailbox dressed as a pirate. I recognized him immediately. He claimed his clipboard